What's up, everybody? Eddie with SPB Wellness here to talk to you today about self-reliance and being there for yourself, guys. How I think of things from day to day, my general frame on showing up for myself, and how to get better, and how to get better for others. If you get better for yourself, you have to get better for others, guys. It's just how a process of self-mastery works. How you do one thing is how you do everything, and that's how it goes. It's really healthy, good thing, though. The idea that the token that I give this is that no one's coming, guys. The reason I think that way is because if I attach myself to an idea, like waiting for my mom to give me an attaboy, right? That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, and I'm just going to be stuck in this misery of waiting for someone else, right? Waiting for somebody to come save me. And I don't need that, especially now, and I never have. I need to live my own life, and I need to realize I am in it by myself. The thing about this is that it does leave a good area for tribe development, right? Because in one hand, you do think, okay, this is my significant other. They do need to be there for me at all times. On the other hand, you have what can be a pretty healthy outlook, which is that nobody owes me anything. And that's how I view it, is that nobody owes us anything. Life doesn't owe us anything. All we can do is what we want to do, okay? So with this way of thinking, guys, what I've been working on, it comes with some troubles. We'll go more into depth on this. Basically, whenever you start working forward and working on yourself, trouble doesn't mean anything. An issue is always just something you can work on. Okay, and so that's what the air quotes are about. We'll get a little bit more in depth with it because it's kind of important to me. Again, this is my process. So one of the first troubles we're going to come into is loneliness. As always with self-mastery, people don't respect you. People don't think that they have to earn your respect after a certain amount of time. I have a huge issue with seniority because people placate relationships. They placate relationships with their jobs. They placate activities. People like to soften up. Okay, you lose that general emotion you have tied to something, guys. And with all that being said, we can observe this. And if somebody treats me in a way that I know that they're just going to placate our relationship and not take it so seriously at some point, I'm going to cut them off. If anyone puts doubt in my mind, I'm going to cut them off. There's these rules that I follow that leaves me pretty lonely and searching or hoping to run into, because I'm not searching, I'm fine with what I'm doing. I'm hoping to run into a person that meets my criteria that I've developed. And it does lead me to be lonely for now. A trouble that I've had before this frame, guys, is it's a super personal, super, ungeneralized thing that I've observed about myself, and it's a pace of relationship formation, guys. I used to think that you instantly had to like or dislike somebody when you first meet them. That might not seem like that big of a deal whenever it comes to, living your life, but I do like to meet people. It's a huge thing about me. Whenever I'm at HEB or, literally wherever, I'm going to try to talk and meet with somebody. I just like it. And if they dislike me, they don't know me. And so I should not let that weigh on my soul or spirit. It just takes time to meet anybody or make anybody your enemy. And with the way I think now, an enemy really isn't that bad of a thing. It's just a person that doesn't like me, and that's, who cares, A trouble. Another trouble, this one really is, another personal thing with me, is that I am more in touch with myself and my troubles because of this way of thinking, where it's just me and whoever wants to come along, but it's just me. It leaves me lonely, and so I have more time to think about what I'm going through. That's okay. It's just a trouble. We've learned to deal with that and how to turn it. Basically, guys, more in touch with myself and my troubles has led to this. And so we're going to go through what this is, okay? Through my troubles, I've developed all of my truths, okay? What really is, what I really perceive and what really happens, okay? It's the only thing we can actually know about ourselves is how do we think in this moment if we observe good enough. What do we think, okay? In my opinion, guys, the way I do things right now, it makes my self-everything so high. I have a large amount of self-confidence, reliance, and self-determination. Everything that has to do with me, I'm going to crank it up to the maximum level. Hopefully, I can keep this as the frame changes, because it's going to change. That's what self-mastery is all about. But I go. I just like to go, 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 go. I like to work. If I make a decision, guys, I'm just going to stick with it. That's just how I have to be. Another truth of mine is I put a lot of confidence in others because of my own confidence. And, you know, a good thing about this, a good thing in my observations, just paying attention and talking with people, what I realize is people are going to let you down. So, but what does it matter if they let you down? What does that have to do for your confidence? What does that have to do for anything about yourself, right? I live life very seriously, but very joyously. It's not like if I trust you with something and it doesn't happen, that doesn't. My extreme confidence in others doesn't weigh on them because I expect no outcome. Again, it's just me, okay? I just worry about what I do and what I make happen, okay? I'm not a business owner, and so I don't need other people to do serious tasks for me, okay? With our friends and family, if they don't end up doing something, guys, we were probably just going to end up doing it ourselves anyway, right? It goes with how I think and how things go for me. But putting confidence in others, guys, it actually does make a huge difference in everyone around you's life. It has to do with trust a little bit, but it more so has to do with you understand someone's competency and you think they can do something, right? That makes people feel really good. And not caring about the outcome makes people feel really good, right? Whether they do it or not, they know that, okay, next time, maybe they thought you were joking around, and so next time he asked me to do something, I'm take it more seriously and say yes or no. Instead of thinking I'm talking with somebody who's wishy-washy or something like that, because everyone has these preconceived negative precepts about everybody. Everybody tries to protect themselves or whatever you want to call that, and they have this test and they expect people to be messing with them. Well, I think that happens a lot for me, and if somebody doesn't finish something for me and I end up just finishing it, I don't care. And I tell them I don't care, and I tell them thank you for even thinking about it. So just putting a confidence in others and believing in others and also not caring about the results. Obviously, if it's something that's actually important, just do it yourself. Don't ask someone else to do that. But we're talking about favors, basically. People do ask a lot of favors of each other. And so, you know, if you care about somebody, if you put confidence in them, it's going to make them feel great. And you're going to get more caring into them and out of them. Right? People are going to care about you more. They're going to take you more seriously. They're going to respect you a lot more. Whenever you see these are the kinds of things that you can see, guys, and it makes you more, it made me more emotionally available. I can express myself more truly, and I don't care about the results. Again, I'm not telling you, I'm not acting a certain way. I'm being myself at all times. And to me, that is good emotional availability. You know, I'm not going to let someone step on my toes. I'm going to carry myself truly. I'm not going to go waste my time. I'm not going to do things I don't want to do. I'm not going to hang out with people that I don't want to. That leaves a lot of time for conversations and figuring it out with people. Some people like to pretend like they didn't see it coming. Really, they're probably just trying to hold your emotions hostage. You take your emotions out of that prison camp, okay? Be more emotionally available. Do things your way, okay? With all this stuff, guys, you're going to have more respect in and out. You're going to give people more respect. They're going to give you more respect. It's very simple. And because of, again, we add that on, guys, now we have a slower pace of life, and that's going to I have a slow pace of life. I breathe a lot to make sure that I'm in the moment, and that gives me a lot of enjoyment and gratitude because things are so slowed down for me. If I'm tired, it's okay. That's just me. If I'm doing something, then I'm going to try and participate more, right? And then throughout all this, because I do, you need to test people. You need to see where their head's at, where their heart's at, and if they're for you, because that's basically what I'm talking about. I need to make sure that these people around me are my friends, or are they just acquaintances? What are they, right? I'm not wasting my time. I can sit back and enjoy everything around me, all the fruits that all the seeds I'm planting. So, with my truth, guys, comes reality, because it's subjective. Everybody's reality is different, okay? Your reality is going to be what you make it, okay? So for me, my reality is everything's fun. Everything's super fun. I'm doing it. I'm participating with myself, and I'm participating with others if they're available, right? I get a lot of truth. I get a lot of truth from myself and from others because of how I act. That gives me a lot of real people, guys. These real people hang out. I like them around. This brings me more self-reliance because I trust in myself. My process is going well because I've observed my truths and my troubles. I've learned how to work with them, boost them up. Now my reality makes me feel super self-reliant and self-awe again, basically. And really, guys, because of everything, I have extreme gratitude. Since I've started breathing very well and meditating often, I can feel gratitude towards a lot of things, even things that are supposed to suck. I don't view things as sucking. I view troubles as the same way. It is what I make it, and if I have to do it, then I better love it. It's simple as that in my eyes. I feel a lot of love, guys. All the gratitude and expression. It lets me feel how I want, and so I get to feel this feeling of love because, in our lives we need to be building our communities. We have to see these people at work every day. It's not going to do us any good to hate them. And if we do hate them, make them your enemy, have more conversations with them. All we can do is be ourselves, right? And we're not scared of anybody, so we need to talk to them all. That's how it is to me. And because of all how I see things, guys, I trust in myself always, even if I have to make a hard decision. It's hugely important. I don't, look over my shoulder and double think things that I'm having to do because throughout all of this, through others and ourselves, we're getting a lot of truth and trust, and we can believe in ourselves. So when we have to do something that might suck, it's still okay. All right? Now, with reality, truths, and how things try to weigh us down, right? At the end of it, we're looking for success, right? And again, just like reality, success is what you make it, guys. Basically, reality should just be a success. If you are being yourself, when I'm being myself and my outcomes are as they are, I feel successful. It makes me feel great. And so right here, if it doesn't feel like a win, change your frame. This basically refers back to all this. If all of your math doesn't add up to make you feel successful, plan it out, look at it, change it up. It's not a big deal. This takes time. And right here under success I have, all we can do is add more ways to enjoy life and win. That's all I want to do. I just want to enjoy life. I want to express wins. That's what I want, guys. That is, this is my success answer, if you will. That basically, if there had to be something with an actual answer under success, would be the way that I feel success, which is just winning and just enjoying life. And the way I live my life is I think everything is fun and great, and everything I do is winning. So I have this very very healthy kind of positive feedback loop, to where the negative feedback is feedback. And so it's just, it's very self-sustaining, and I know that I can do it. Okay, and that's how my mind works. That's what I've done for myself to feel really good all the time. I want to go back over the troubles thing, okay? And it's that this idea of no one's coming can sound very negative, maybe, very, very something that isn't how I view it, right? And so, a thing to think about, guys, is no one is coming, and it doesn't matter because you're strong and you enjoy it all. That's just me, guys. Up here I have a reference to a movie with Jack Nicholson. It's called As Good as It Gets. I used to be much like Jack Nicholson, to where I was thinking I was expressing truth and not getting anywhere with it. Being honest is good, bluntly honest. I'm not talking about any kind of emotional thing. Using your words and being honest is good, but you can also be a dick. There's a difference between being honest and being a dick. In that movie, Jack Nicholson's a dick, and he is, technically monetarily successful, but it isn't until he gives this little dog like the time of day before he connects feelings with reality, right? How we feel is our reality, guys. Our truths are, and that's why our truths are a reality, right? We make our reality into what makes us win. It's all by ourselves. Nobody is going to do this for us. Nobody can do this for us. It's up to us to fix this up here, guys. That's all I've got for you. If this is convoluted or hard to understand, just leave a comment. We can talk about it. You ask a specific question, otherwise it's going to be hard for me to answer it. But for our next video, I'm thinking of doing it on what do we see as failures? Because I do want to dive into this troubles thing a little bit more, guys, and what I think about it. But for now, this is what we got. Y'all take care. Have a good Christmas.